My name is Devon Levesque. My whole life, I've always been a go-getter. Now I'm chasing the impossible, something that's never been done. I'm completing a full marathon, not by running, but crawling on my hands and feet. That's 26.2 miles doing a bear crawl. Will I even make it? Ever since I was a baby, I liked to bear crawl. At 7, I started playing football. Man, I love that. I kept playing sports in high school. I was a 3-sport athlete: football, basketball, baseball. Everything was golden. And then boom, my dad, one of my heroes, my best friend, took his life. Sports and training kept me grounded, but my dad and his mental health struggles continued to haunt me. And that's when I hatched my crazy idea: to complete a full marathon, not by running, but by doing bear crawls. I knew that this would bring the awareness I needed that would then eventually help more and more people get through their mental health struggles and hopefully have a better outcome in their life than my father did. So I gave myself 12 months to get in peak physical condition to bear crawl a marathon, 26.2 miles. The training was brutal. I would wake up every morning, go to the gym, bear crawl on the treadmills, and repeat it week after week, month after month. And finally, after about 4 months, it started to get a little bit easier. And that's when I would push myself a little bit harder and break my body down to just build it back up again. I would superset this training with more specific body parts, such as core. You need your core when you bear crawl. Shoulders. I would stand for minutes on minutes in a handstand position. I would walk on my hands 10 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards. I would just continue to break my body down and build it up. For my lower body, resistance bands was my best friend. It would bring the burn and the lactic acid. There's so many times I thought my body was going to break, but I had this non-negotiable mentality. I would just push myself and recover stronger. Finally, after months and months of training, I moved outside. I would wake up at 3 a.m. and do non-stop laps on the cement around the football field. As the cement started to get a little bit easier, I switched to sand. This would help build up my wrist muscles in a more in-depth training style. Each session I would complete a minimum of 3 to 4 miles. My hands were bleeding, body aching, but I had a North Star in mind, and I was going towards it. And then boom, the day arrives. I felt ready, but in New York, anything can happen.
2, 1, go! Let's go!
I start my epic journey. I felt good. All those hours of pain and sweat started to pay off. I felt healthy.
1 mile! Woo!
I would take a break every couple miles, hydrate, fuel up, rewrap the blisters that were forming on my hand. Friends and family followed and cheered me on. 8 hours into the crawl, and I only reached Brooklyn Bridge. I wasn't even halfway. It was about 1 a.m., 20 degrees out. Wind was bursting. I was tired, exhausted. I wanted to go to sleep, but my mentality is non-negotiable. I have to finish.
Nice little Friday evening. Nice little Friday evening, huh, buddy?
I threw up, not once, not twice, 57 times before I was even through. That must have been some record as well. But hey, who's counting? I break down at mile 11. Can I keep going? I think of my dad. I think of all the people that I can impact by finishing this. And the money we're raising for mental health. I kept going. I make it up past Harlem and start coming back down to Central Park. I watch the sun rise, I keep crawling.
Dub, watch this shit right here.
I step in dog crap, I keep crawling. People cheer me on, I keep crawling. I don't know it yet, but my monster bear crawl is going viral. Social media is exploding with my message about mental health awareness. I finally reached Central Park with a serious setback. I can't feel my body at all. For the next 6 miles, I don't have feeling in my hands or feet.
That's a new one.
And going downhill, all the pressure was on my shoulders. My shoulders felt like they were going to rip apart. Every time I look up, 10 more people. 20 more people, 100 more people, and then boom, I see the finish line. Thousands of people are here to support me. Not just me, but the cause I was raising awareness for. I do it, the impossible, a full marathon, over 45,000 feet bear crawling in 20 hours and 48 minutes. I know my dad's watching. I know he's proud of me.
Thank you so much.
What an
Let's go, Dad!
Millions of people struggle with mental health and contemplate their lives every single day. These numbers have to change, and we can do this together. My name is Devon Levesque. People say you need to crawl before you walk. I say do whatever helps you reach your goals. I had it in me, you do too. With a dream and hard work, we are all superhuman.